Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be testing a brand new company, brand new brand. We have never tested at TXG before.
That's right, Sub70 is new to the shop.
Sub70. Yeah. So big thanks to Jay and the guys at Sub70 for sending us more than just a couple of clubs, which has kind of been the standard we've had to test over the last few years. We've managed to get 2 right-handed sets,
and a full
irons.
lefty set.
Yeah, a left-handed set, a hybrid and a 3-wood, which is great. Allows us to maybe add a little bit more context for you guys into the versatility of a specific set, how they flow, maybe how you can combo up different ones. I think it allows us to answer more questions that people have regarding that product, Matty. So your lefties is the original iron that they launched with, I believe, the 699.
Yes, 699.
A shape we are familiar with.
Definitely, yeah. It's sort of the hollow cavity shape that I think people have seen from a few different companies.
Yep.
I think the branding is nice, badge in the
really
back.
Nice, yeah. We were saying that the logo and the head covers and stuff like that is sharp. And looking at the 699s, this particular one I believe is actually $71 an iron.
Right.
The pros are a little bit more expensive, and some of the MB/CB combos are a little more expensive again. But for $71 an iron US, it's pretty great value.
I was gonna say it's pretty hard to beat at that point.
It really is. Okay, we're going to hit short iron, mid iron, long iron.
Yeah, we got the full set. So
okay, let's hit some wedges. Greens back at 140.
Loft on these are based off 45.
Yes.
So not crazy strong, but modern, right?
Yep.
Will I be
just
playing
another iron that Matty might stick
them?
in his bag.
Oh. Flight looks nice and high. That's way off the toe, just for reference. Same yardage.
0 loss in yardage, yeah.
Don't think it matters. That one was a little more smoked.
Okay.
Ball is going far. Very far.
Okay.
Yeah, they feel pretty good.
That one sounded really nice.
They sound good.
Yeah, they pack a punch, eh?
They really do. Yeah, they're rockets.
It's really
I didn't even hit that
crisp.
very well, to be honest. I hit that kind of toey.
There's nothing negative you could add to that, to be honest.
No, I mean, if someone wants clubs that you can kind of just step up and have confidence that the result, the swing doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
You should still be able to reach your goal and target it. They were pretty consistent on yardage.
Looks wise at address and stuff?
So the reason I brought up the offset before is there's quite a bit.
Yep.
So my question was more, okay, if that's something that I can get over, which I probably could myself even, like if someone can get over the offset that's there, it doesn't seem like I'm hooking all these irons.
No.
I think aesthetically you're going to notice it.
Yep.
There's no question. It definitely has a lot of offset. But other than that, it will remind you of something like a PXG. The back I think looks really good. The sole width is there because it's supposed to be there.
Okay, let's hit one more and then we'll go to the 5 and see if we can hit some rockets with it.
Okay. Yeah, they're good.
It's really nice.
No complaints.
That was nice. Roasted.
Like it's super fast. 222.
Yeah, it's got a gear in it, hasn't it?
For sure. I think you could just keep hitting it harder basically and it would keep going. Like you could probably use this as like a tee club almost. All right, so into the Pro version.
Yep.
This is 699 Pro. So it, according to the description, is basically sort of a more trimmed down, slimmer profile iron. Should be probably a little bit less offset. Not playersy, but less game improvement than the other one. Yeah,
definitely. But an extension to that 699.
Yep.
The loft progression is exactly the same, so very easily comboed without messing with the original design, offset, sole design, etc.
Right. So let's hit a few. We're going to go 9 iron and a few 6 irons with that. Looks good. Nice.
It's a crisp feeling iron. I can't kind of
Can't knock it, eh?
can't say anything. It doesn't feel clunky. It doesn't feel clumsy. Even behind the ball, it frames it nicely.
It's got a good sound from what I can hear. Yeah, it's solid. Seems like despite them being a bigger profile than you would play, you can still fade them pretty easily.
Yeah.
You've got lots of spin going on here.
Yeah, not
Launch and
struggling with
spin.
that at all.
Yeah.
To be honest, Matty, from all the testing we've done on the channel, one thing I will say is I feel like that's because these are built properly for us.
Yeah, good point.
I feel like that's because we have a shaft that we would play at a weight and flex that we would play.
Everything.
I feel like that's exactly why it's showing up better here.
That's a great point. If you demo clubs and they're not the shaft you normally use, you borrow buddies, I don't like those, that might be why. And all that.
Yeah, 2 on the button.
Yeah. That sounded good. Yeah, they don't sound clicky to me.
No. There was something on the 9-iron for me on the leading edge. It was slightly, as it transitioned out of the hosel into the offset and onto the leading edge, it was slightly rounded on that leading edge,
Seen that.
which I didn't like. Yeah. That disappears on the 6. It goes very straight, and I much prefer that.
Yeah, the 7 has a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Not much, but I see what you mean. It's rounded kind of in the bottom
Just
there.
got a little bit of a round leading edge, which is something, it's a feature that often is put into wedges so that if you open up the face slightly, the face still sits square.
Right.
And obviously you're not looking for that. The 6 looks great,
Yeah.
I have to say.
Good
The
looking
6,
6, yeah.
I really like the look of this.
Yeah, it looks good behind the ball.
From that angle, to be honest, I couldn't tell you who that was. I
Really?
wouldn't tell you if that was, a $200 iron or a
An
$85 iron.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. So we are into the 639
Yep.
series now. It's actually a combo set we got sent, which is pretty cool. MB in the short irons, CB in the mid long irons.
Yeah.
It's a good sound.
Jeez, that's went further than the other one.
Yeah, it has. Nice. Feel-wise, is there
Feels
anything
better,
you could,
yeah.
compare that
It
to?
feels better than the other one.
Feels good, yeah.
It does. It's whether it's the sole design, there's something through the ball that feels better. This one for me.
You're never a huge fan of a wide sole. I
No.
know that usually happens. You get a more narrow sole and you start kind of buttoning it a little more. Gonna be playing them. Oh, soft bounce. Nothing wrong with that. Nice. Nice. Definitely, so overall, slightly lower flight with the MBCB. That's not shocking. The funny thing is that it kind of kept up in ball speed just fine. And if anything, you got more ball speed out of the 9 because you seemed like you felt like you were striking it better, sole width a little more narrow.
Yeah, I felt like I had more control, to be honest, with the MBCB combo set.
I think it suits your delivery and swing better as a better player, obviously. So the other ones will require a bit of compensation for you with the amount of offset. But in terms of what the flight looked like and the results, pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all. Definitely would not complain with either of them. I mean, I really like the launch and spin profile of the 639 CB, spinning a little bit more, which is good.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it just felt like I was able to get the strike on it better.
And so the loft being 28, plenty of spin still, but good ball speed.
It was neutralized by better contact.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I mean, it's a nice balanced, forgiving enough, I would say that CB was. You didn't find it too punishing. And the blades are sharp in the short iron. So you get a blade up to the 7 iron set. And you have a 6 and 5 iron that are cavity back.
I mean, I don't think anyone would be disappointed with that little combo set.
I don't think you could be. I mean, for that amount of money, you can get the shaft and grip you want in there.
Yeah.
Have them custom lie angles done. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good deal.
It is a good deal. It is a good deal. They are for who they're designed for the budget conscious golfer who doesn't want to sacrifice any performance. I think it's a great option.
It is a great option.
We'll pop a couple away with the woods just to see what they.
That's right. Yeah. All right. So the hybrid is the 939X. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a pretty good deal at $129.
$129
for what it looks like when we took it out of the box. It looks good.
Hybrids are starting to touch $400 here in Canada. $399. A lot of companies and stuff. This is $129 US.
So it's under $200 Canadian. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Huh.
That was a solid one.
Really nice.
Yeah, those are, I mean, funny, we were just talking about kind of my numbers, what I like to see it launch and spin at. That was what, 14 and 39, we have 14 and 3900?
Those are the numbers you like.
Yeah.
It's not as fast as hybrids we've tried before, which isn't, it's not always a terrible thing. Not everyone wants, to hit the hybrid super, super far, but your launch and spin window is exactly what you always want.
Right there. Yeah, a little quicker, but the spin came up with it, so it's kind of neutralized.
So it's probably a mid-launch, mid-spin type hybrid. It's obviously not going to be, if you're a very high-spin player, maybe not the best, but a good balanced hybrid. That's got some more ball speed to it.
It's good.
So it's certainly not slow.
No.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Bullet fade. It's interesting.
Decent numbers, eh?
Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
If it's the Pro model, obviously is designed to be lower spin.
It looks to me like it would come out pretty flat for you. Yeah. Very, very good value for money.
Yeah, I mean, it's 140. It's 149.
149, you will get good value for money out it. You'll quite like the look of it. It definitely feels pretty good as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just lacking a little bit of ball speed for me, this one.
Right. So it has some good components. Launch and spin seem like they're in a decent window.
Yeah, in a good spot.
That's nice. Yeah, 13 and 28.
In a really good spot.
You had a good idea. Let's quickly go through making up a little set.
Yeah, like what's somebody in for? What
are you going to spend for a set of clubs with Sub70 versus we know what a full set of Titleist costs. We have an idea of that already.
I always say to people, if you're going off the shelf, new, big box, you're in for minimum $3,000.
Right. Okay. So, set of irons, the pros, which I think would be the ones that most people would go for.
Yeah, I think so.
$595.
Yep.
You're going to be able to pick up probably one fairway, one hybrid, so 149 and 129. Set of wedges, $89 each. And then you're going to pick up a putter for 149. So really, the only hole in this is the driver.
Yep.
Which you're going to have to get elsewhere because they don't have it. And your grand total is $1,200.
USD.
Yeah. So if let's say you get a driver from another company, whether it's direct to consumer or maybe it's a prior generation, so you spend around $300, $1,500.
Hard to see past that, in today's market, in the climate. And there are obviously other options, and there are other companies going down this route. New Level we've talked about in the past. We've got Haywood. The most complete set that you could make from the same company are coming from Sub70.
Yeah. So if they get a driver in their lineup, you're talking about really, top to bottom. There is a difference. You're right. If you took $1,500 and spent it on the used market, or whatever, you piece them together, it doesn't feel the same as a box showing up.
I know.
Everything's nicely wrapped. It's brand new.
It really is. Yeah.
You feel like you've made a great purchase.
Yep.
I think it's a different conversation because I know a lot of people will say, well, I'll take that $2,000 and I'll do it that way. I don't think it's the same thing.
You can't look at them in inferior products just because the price is less.
Agree. Yeah, they're definitely getting way closer with fit and finish and designs. They're getting way closer now.
100%. I mean, looking at those numbers, I'd be keen to go through some loft and lie tweaks and things like that, and maybe make those clubs for me now a little more upright and take a bit of that cut away. I really feel like I just had the toe coming in a little bit down in some of them, so a little bit of a tweak on the upright lie angle for me would really help that.
It's a good sign when you're thinking forward to fine-tuning something, which tells me that you see promise in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you just be like, well, they were okay, but if you think, well, maybe a little lie adjustment, they'd be spot on. That's a good sign.
As long as you can hit your sort of target numbers, the dispersion doesn't really ever worry me much. As long as we can hit your target numbers, establish good contact, get by all the preliminary things you need a club to be and do, then at that point, the fine-tuning bit, I have no problem, making that into a nice, tight dispersion pattern.
Love that. And that's always the test in here. If they perform well, we don't mind telling people it's a good option.
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
So I think we've seen that firsthand. We're definitely optimistic.
There is a customer out there who is looking for this type of product. That's no question.
So next video, these are getting these are actually worthy of 2 videos. Although the next one will be a little less serious. Opposite hand challenge.
It's been coming.
You can thank Sub70 for keying it off. Once that box arrived, we both went, oh, let's do it now.
Let's do it.
This is the day.
Yeah. We have 2 sets built up, same grips, same shafts, and basically you've got a right-handed set. So I'm going to rock the 699s.
Yep.
Are you going to play the combos, or are you going to play the 699 Pros?
I might make a double combo set. You never know.
Triple
I've never
combo.
been right-handed before. I've never had these many options.
Good.
All right.
Love it.
Well, thanks for watching. I think Sub70, promising. Check them out.
Yeah.
In terms of a budget option, it's one of many, but really, really good.
Yeah.
But let us know if you guys are already playing those, or if you have any questions about them, put them in the comments, and we'll see you next time.